Frieren is introduced as a short elf girl with green eyes and long silver hair, styled into 2 ponytails. She wears a white and gold cloak with brown high boots along with rare earrings and a wooden magical staff of the same color. She belongs to the Heroes Party, a group of fierce adventurers who defeated the Demon King and brought on a new era of peace to the entire kingdom. Just like the meaning of her name, she is cold, distant and emotionless, doesn't make an effort to connect with the rest of the people and understand their needs. Disregarding other people's interests, nothing feels inherently valuable or important to her. She does enjoy collecting her magical spells. Then, Himmel the hero dies of old age.
人間の寿命は短いって分かっていたのに、なんでもっと知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。
At Himmel's burial, as the dirt hits his casket and Frieren's tears flow down her face, Eisen strokes her back gently and Heiter pats her head as usual to comfort her. Heiter always pets Frieren's head and gives her a warm smile, as if, despite being alive for over an entire millennium, she is still just a child, trying to understand her inner and outer worlds. It seems to me that she is still growing, learning about what is important to her and what it means to be alive. As she starts connecting with other people and being more thoughtful about her interactions, she will start to unwrap her emotions and be able to better process the past. Frieren has lived a lot of time, but has not actively lived through a lot of positive experiences. When she was just a child, even if only on elf terms, her entire village was destroyed by demons and her entire family and tribe was massacred. Thankfully, Flamma, later known as the founder of human magic, an adult woman with red hair, was able to save her and teach her how to protect herself.
Learning
spellcasting and how to constantly restrict her mana flow, Frieren was ready to defeat most demons she would encounter, later earning the title of Frieren the Slayer. But how would her life with her biological family have been? What kind of knowledge would she learn with them? Flamma was one of Zarya's apprentices, so Frieren also met her. But the more experienced elf didn't teach Frieren about the elf way of life and culture, if there are even such things. So Frieren must have learned most of the things she knows about her species from Flamma or from other books. If we think about Frieren in comparison to Zarya, we know that Zarya was already fully established as a living grimoire when Flamma became her pupil, which means that she already possessed the knowledge of almost every spell in existence at that time. Another aspect of her is that, despite the childish facade, Zarya acts in a mature way and cares about others. She is seen apologizing and removing her pride from conversations when needed. The incredible amount of years of experience she has accumulated has also brought forward her strong intuition. She is not only a great mage, but incredibly wise with a solid worldview, being a great judge of character and people in general. Kraft is also a lot older than Frieren. Due to the way he is presented and because of his relationship with death, unlike Frieren and Zarya, he seems very warm and extroverted, meaning that he might be more experienced in human interactions or at least more thoughtful towards others. We get to understand by the stone statues of him that he was once a very important figure in the history of the world who has long been forgotten. His question to Farn and Frieren signals to the fact that he was under the impression that Frieren might have achieved more great feats in her life than only slaying the Demon King, which is kind of a great achievement for the short lifetime of a human, but pales in comparison to the potential of an elf, meaning that Kraft has already achieved a lot of different things, probably even before being considered a hero in the past. He also has a relationship with religion and says,
若いな。俺も昔はそうだった。だが今は心の底から女神様を信じている。いや、いてくれなきゃ困るんだよ。
meaning that he finds the thought of his friends being looked after by the goddess tranquilizing, wanting it to be real because of that, tied into the fact that he might have started to think about his own mortality as well, and why he feels more thoughtful about the present and helping others. I also think it is interesting noting that he is way taller than Frieren and Zarya, possibly meaning that he could have already reached adulthood and has a mature body, while the other 2 elves are a little bit shorter and their feminine features are more discreet. However, it can also just be a species thing where male elves are a little bit bigger. Kraft, in a way, also represents a contrasting view to Zarya's. He is someone who doesn't seem to be a mage and takes a more physical approach to life. He lives a modest life, is transparent and friendly. While Zarya is the greatest mage to ever exist, magic is just a tool to her. She is often seen sitting down and has a smaller stature, despite being a lot more intimidating than Kraft and having a mysterious and often unsympathetic persona. At her core, Kraft is someone who believes in enjoying life, striving for different achievements and changing. He is living every single moment, while Zarya is all about being the greatest of them all and making ends meet. She is hyper-specialized in magical knowledge, showing her disapproval of Frieren for not taking the same path and following on her footsteps and ideology.
フランメから教わった魔法か。実にくだらない。不合格だ。
そう。
Frieren is similar to Kraft, who indirectly offers a different perspective. You should have different goals and have various experiences. Being an elf means that some kind of success or mastery is inevitable, which gives you the opportunity to enjoy multiple stories. You don't have to get stuck reminiscing about past experiences or trying to find your single purpose in life and passion. Things change and you change with them. The important thing is enjoying the process. Kraft reminds Frieren of Hightar. Himmel, Eisen and Hightar were her first real friends. We know that the first time Himmel met Frieren, Flamma was already long gone, and later, when they recruit her, she was crouching and picking up plants by herself, which hints at the fact that she lived in solitude with little contact with the outside world. But her hate for demons and strong focus on defeating the Demon King didn't allow her to fully open up to them at the time. So it is only natural that the death of the hero, who also cared deeply for her, had a great and changing effect on Frieren, similar to the one she had on him. Frieren is making an effort to become more thoughtful, which is why she goes to her friends and asks them for their last wishes. By helping Hightar decipher the book, she got tricked into helping small Frieren, turning her into an apprentice, exploring her potential, satisfying her aspirations, and changing the course of both their lives into a new adventure. And in the same fashion, by being thoughtful and cooking Stark, the usual Eisen's birthday burger, she made him notice the real meaning of it, that Eisen really admired and respected him as a warrior, which substantially helped heal his self-doubt. Stark acts as an open book for Frieren. He is transparent about his feelings, and now that Frieren is more attentive, she is able to understand him and realize the positive impact she can have by helping and actively supporting others.
変わったな。お前は人の時間を気にするようなやつじゃなかった。
だってフェルン、怒ると怖いんだよ。
そうか。気をつけよう。
As Frieren goes into this new adventure with Frieren and Stark, sometimes her memories of her first journey to defeat the Demon King get triggered, and if we think about it, she was indeed present and watching her surroundings, which is one of the reasons why she is following Himmel's footsteps a lot more. By being thoughtful, caring more about other people, and helping them with their errands, she is constantly reminded that it was their small deeds that actually changed the world for most people. The efforts they put towards helping some of the villages they passed through really improved the locals' lives and were what ultimately made them more memorable.
きっと勇者ヒンメルが俺の村に来なかったら世界が平和になってもそこに俺の村はなかったんだろうな。
In return, by being positively impacted by Frieren's actions, Frieren helps her keep on track, waking her up to watch the sunrise, something she missed on her first journey and is finally able to experience.
私一人じゃこの日の出は見れなかったな。
当たり前です。フリーレン様は一人じゃ起きられませんからね。
Another dwarf we get introduced to is Fall, someone Frieren knows very well from her first journey with the hero's party. However, Fall has already lived far more than what is expected from dwarves, and she is able to notice that he is slowly but surely becoming senile. He asks them if they are finally setting off to defeat the Demon King, but that already happened. There is no Demon King left. The dwarf also reveals that he unfortunately no longer remembers the face or the sound of the voice of his lover, to whom he promised to protect that land from evil. This is something that shocks Frieren, since even memories are indefinite and can fade away, which once again encourages her to live life to the fullest in the present, not just holding on to the past. Okay, so once again, why did Frieren cry and say something so heartfelt about Himmel? As she matures emotionally, Frieren realizes that Himmel loved her deeply, and what is even more heartbreaking is that she does indeed love him back, but just wasn't able to reciprocate or even notice it in time. She deeply regrets not having a deeper connection with him and sharing more moments together. The fact that Himmel dies of old age is even more tragic, because she could have built more memories in those 50 years, but only decided to visit him once, and now he is gone forever. Which makes you think, the good old days always seem to be past us and distant, when in reality, we are already living our future good old days and just don't notice it. I think that in the current world we live in, where we focus on doing our best at a stressful job, working on our side hustles, managing the social pressure to achieve greatness, chasing the next goal in line, reaching exhaustion, not knowing what to do next, not living fully, we are told about having to sacrifice our time for something better long term, and also get what seems like an opposing view of enjoying the pleasures of life. It's a constant struggle. Himmel and now Frieren give us a great perspective about finding harmony between both, cherishing the moments along the way, being intentional and thoughtful with the people we meet on our path. By being intentional and present with our actions and interactions, we will start feeling more, ultimately discovering ourselves. And by enjoying the process of following our current goals, we can find meaning and purpose now and later in life. Frieren, Beyond the Journey's End, is slow-paced. It is the story of an almost immortal elf who is living one day at a time. There are no big fights every day, there aren't pivotal decisions every day, but there are always good moments to be enjoyed. Good animation, a great soundtrack, aesthetically pleasing designs, and much more. It might not always be about defeating the Demon King, but it is certainly about the hero's journey. And also the friends we make along the way.